lot of visitors here for all kinds of reasons. A lot of business travel, obviously. Of course, they staged the Asian Games here last year. One more match to see on day 2 of the first session on court 1. Men's singles that brings together Kodai Naraoka of Japan and Jonatan Christie of Indonesia, and both of these men were beaten yesterday. So it's absolutely vital for both to get a win here. Shiyuchi and Kodai were the two men who were successful yesterday. Sixth meeting between these two, and Christie has a narrow edge, 3-2 on the head-to-head. Here comes the Japanese. Just 23, so 4 years Christie's junior. Bizarre match he had yesterday against Shiyuchi, who in the third game, Christie just kind of self-destructed, really. It was a little strange to watch. But he has the chance to make amends here.
Are you red or black?
There's confirmation of that.
Red.
Head-to-head, 3-2 in Christie's favour. He's won the last two, actually. Most recently at the Hong Kong Open quarter-final back in September of this year.
What's interesting is that yesterday when both of these men played, Naraoka played against Vidyasan. It was a straight game loss to him, but that was an hour and 15 minutes. Jonatan Christie versus Shiyuchi yesterday, 3 sets of 3 games was an hour and 4 minutes. So the extra game actually was shorter than the battle between Naraoka and Vidyasan yesterday.
Naraoka world ranked at number 7. He's been as high as 2. That was only a year ago. World Junior Championship bronze medalist in 2017, and a silver a year later, and then a World Championship silver in Copenhagen last year. And a couple of World Tour titles as well. There's that match against Vidyasan that you mentioned, Jeff. Two very long games. And his opponent, 27-year-old Jonatan Christie from Indonesia, world ranked number 4. Unlike Naraoka, he's also been up at 2. That was at the start of last year, actually. Man who won his first senior title at the age of just 15. Didn't get past the quarterfinals at the Olympics. 7 world titles he's won, only 1 this year, but it was a big one. Super 1000 All England. Didn't come too much bigger than that. Now that was that match we were talking about yesterday against Shiyuchi, where 21-8 in the last game, he just fell apart completely. So let's see how he goes today as we come to the end of the knockout. Chair umpire is Kansun Young of Korea. And we will be just about set shortly for the final match of our first session. Remember, our second session later starts at 5, and we also are showing you every match live on court 2. If your favourite player's in action there, basically the chance to watch every single match in this event.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Kodai Naraoka, Japan. And on my left, Jonatan Christie, Indonesia. Kodai Naraoka to serve, long ball, play.
So here we go, Naraoka getting us started. Yeah, nicely done by Christie. Not just the execution of the shot, but the idea. Got in there very quickly to the net, just angled the backhand away into the corner of the court. Feast or famine with Christie at the moment. I don't think he's going to want to get into a lengthy match here, Jeff, with very long rallies. Is not really that's not his game.
Yeah, I agree. It's not like Christie to be playing a really rally game like Naraoka's style. So he needs to make sure that he's not drawn into that, because when you play a man like Naraoka, sometimes it's easy just to go with the flow, go with the rhythm he's giving you. And if he does that, he's in for a very long day's work. But I do think that Naraoka's game has changed, has developed from that rally-only style. He does try to attack a bit more, try to add a bit more speed. More than he used to, I think.
Just a little casual that, Christie. Oh, that was nailed. Missed a couple down that side, but not that time.
Yeah, what a shot there. First of all, playing the clear. Naraoka quite relaxed and passive on that clear back. And Christie adding speed and threading that down the line perfectly.
That's a couple of those he's missed now.
6-4.
Indecision there from Naraoka, but got away with it. Christie making that error. I was interested to see how Christie would come out today after watching him play that third game yesterday, where he just had a real lack of energy.
Sub-silver. 5-6. Sub-silver. 7-6.
Well, what a tame ending to a very lengthy exchange.
7-all.
It's almost like no one wanted to take a risk, really, that rally.
Sub-silver. 8-all.
So it's point for point here. No one really showing anything, I guess, spectacular. Oh, except that. That has landed in.
That's unbelievable.
9-8.
Just held his racket up because he knew it was a done point otherwise.
It was all planned. It was all planned.
Nice injection of pace there by Christie.
Serve silver. 9.
Fantastic forward movement here. Naraoka just nice and passive there. You see Jonatan Christie really step forward there. He's got to keep taking those chances where he's adding speed. But Naraoka retrieves so much, so you need to be patient. If it doesn't work once, you still need to keep trying.
So Christie trying to capitalise on this small but not insignificant lead. A little bit of help from the gods there for the Indonesian.
Great placement by Christie.
Bang on the line, I think. Just shy of 400 kilometres an hour racket speed.
It's great to see him injecting pace in, even though Naraoka's baiting him into that kind of slow, long rally game.
Yeah, you don't imagine it's the kind of game that Christie enjoys playing. But sometimes you just have to adapt a little bit, and so far, he's looked pretty good.
Thank you. Serve silver. 10. Kodai Naraoka challenge is called out.
So challenge here from Naraoka. Wants Hawkeye to make sure this missed the line.
Challenge unsuccessful.
By a margin.
One challenge remaining. Sub-server. 15, 10, play.
Kodai here just making quite a few unforced errors now.
And there's another one. So it's just been a bit of a breeze since the mid-game break for Christie. Hasn't really laid a glove on him, Kodai, since they came back from the mid-game interval. It's only 11-9 at that point.
Sub-server. 11, 18.
I think it will be important for Christie to really keep his intensity and concentration, even though this first game is very likely going to him. You want to make sure that he's got that focus so he can start the second game well.
Excellent again.
That's really good by Christie. Naraoka just trying to draw out the rally there. But Christie not having any of it. I'm interested to see what Naraoka does when we start the second game. Whether he'll keep with this style of rally play and trying to tire Christie out, which doesn't seem to be working well for him, or if he's going to try to up the speed, up the tempo.
That's out the back, and here are game points. Well, I say that. A very late challenge has come in from the Japanese. Not sure if he really believes this, but Hawkeye will check it. And in all likelihood, it will be game points for Christie. Well, no, hit the line. Wow.
Correction in.
Well in.
I think he kind of looked at Christie's reaction and line judge's reaction. Didn't look that sure, so I think he made his challenge based on that.
Shouldn't make a great deal of difference in the scheme of things. We'll see. Beautifully done. You just get the impression with Christie in this kind of mood, he can kind of up his level whenever he wants. Produce a beautiful shot like that, and now it is game point. 8 of them here
Naraoka plays this speed of game. It's just so comfortable for Christie. He can add speed wherever he wants. He can play all the shots that he wants.
That'll do. It's only taken 19 minutes. 21-12. First game goes to the Indonesian, and he hardly had to break sweat.
Second game, long ball, play.
So can Christie pick up where he left off in that first game? He was pretty dominant. I'm not sure whether Naraoka has the wherewithal to change his style. It's whether or not he can entice Christie into getting a little ragged.
One love.
Just in these first two rallies of the second game, it's clear already that Naraoka is trying to up the pace. Passive play was not working in the first game, so he's got to create the opportunities himself, which is a style I think he's definitely developed.
Okay.
Compared to what his old style used to be, but I think his default is still to play that long, drawn-out game.
Server, 2-all.
Well played, just moved Naraoka around the court as he liked.
3-2.
Yeah, Christie Christie in this point, just weathering the Naraoka attack, and then he had an opportunity himself and was able to finish it within a few shots only. This is where it's going to be quite difficult for Naraoka here to actually win the points, put the shuttle on the ground against Christie's defense. But we say his weapon in his attack definitely isn't quite as strong and dangerous as Christie's attack.
Good reactions that from Naraoka, because that was fairly whacked at him at a face level. That's too long again, though.
4-2.
Oh, how did he get that back?
Well, it's just a bonus point, isn't it? And you can see from Naraoka's body language, that's really, really annoyed him.
That was so far behind him. Just the reaction speed and the awareness of where the shuttle is in space around his body. It's just amazing.
Just out of sorts, Naraoka, at the moment, isn't he? Wasn't really competitive in the first game, and second game has begun in similar vein.
Yeah, it looks like he's a little bit confused as to what to do here. He started off playing quite a bit more attacking with more speed, but he just couldn't get it through Christie. That's a nice attack to the body, though. A little bit flat, a little bit short from Christie's push there from the net. Step into this one, Christie, to drive it back quickly, but it just went straight up into Naraoka's racket.
Sub-silver, 7-4.
On the line, stunning,
8.
and well worth the fist pump.
Yeah, good injection of pace here from Christie. We haven't seen that too much in the last 4 or 5 points. But when he's been doing it, he has been generally very effective in this entire match today.
Nothing's working at the moment. for that man.
Play.
Well, it's a nice little fun shot, but
10-4.
didn't do him any good. Christie in control again. Everyone likes a trick shot like that, but ultimately he's in big trouble in this match and in this tournament. Well, that one did land on the line.
Set server. 5-10.
So he's going to have a handy lead, 6-point advantage at the mid-game interval. Christie in complete control here.
Play.
So can Naraoka do anything to stop the surge that Christie's made since the start of, not just this game, start of the match, really? That's wide.
Set server. 6-11.
Brilliant from Naraoka. Fantastic piece of ingenuity.
Oh.
And that too.
7-11.
Great awareness there from Naraoka. Of course, the between the legs was the highlight in that rally. But then that finishing shot here, he was just able to hold his racket up. Christie trying to force the issue into the backhand corner, but too flat. Naraoka was able to intercept.
Right, he did brilliantly there.
8-11.
Wasn't the worst lift ever from Christie, but right on the sideline from Naraoka. And a little bit of a spurt from him. 3 points in a row. Straight after the mid-game break. Have breathed a bit of life into this second game for him. If you saw the way that Christie capitulated yesterday, he might get a bit of a lift, but Christie seems to be in a different mood today.
Sub-server, 9-12.
Yeah, a lot more intent now from Naraoka. He's moving a lot quicker. He's increased his game speed.
That is a wonderful shot, because that was going the narrow side. There wasn't too much margin for error there. Naraoka was covering a lot of the court on that side, but was right on the paint. Quite a high smash there from Christie, just cramming up Naraoka there towards his right shoulder. The slump of the shoulders is back from Naraoka. And another body smash from Jonatan Christie. Draws the error from Naraoka. Naraoka's pace has dropped again. He just hasn't been able to hurt Christie, has he, at all, really? Certainly not consistently. Those kind of opportunities have been few and far between. So now,
that's nice placement. Christie on his way forward, ready to pounce on the net.
Little bit of good fortune there. That kind of crawled over the net via the tape. Didn't really give Naraoka any chance. Great reactions from Christie. Looks like the game's up for the Japanese in this tournament. Be a second defeat if Christie can see out from here. Another wild one from the Japanese. So just a couple of points now needed for Christie. Keep himself in contention here. He'll need to win tomorrow.
Nice shot.
So here are 9 match points for the Indonesian. That'll be that. A very comfortable victory in the end for Jonatan Christie. 21-11 in that second game, a match that only lasted 41 minutes. And he was just way too good throughout for Kodai Naraoka. So Christie has now given himself a chance to make the semis on Saturday. Just been a succession of errors, really, from the Japanese. As for Naraoka, his history, really, in this tournament. 21-12, 21-11, 42 minutes is the official match time. Don't forget, we've still got one more session today on court 1. And there's the order of play. 5 matches for your enjoyment with Jill Clark and Steen Pedersen. Pretty much something for everyone there. That men's singles. Chow against Lee Shifong. That looks good. Hope you've enjoyed our coverage. We're back with you again, as I say, in a couple of hours' time. For now, though, from all of us here in Hangzhou, it's goodbye.